My beloved, you are here by no accident. This moment and these words are prepared for you, woven perfectly into the course of your life. Though you may not fully understand all that has drawn you here, know that your heart is seen, your questions are heard, and what you're about to receive reaches deeper than the familiar comfort of routine or the passing solace offered by fleeting voices. Even as you read now, a gentle stirring within reminds you longing can be met, confusion soothed and burdens lightened, not by the world's promises but by my living presence. There is something I want to reveal, a truth that transcends fleeting emotion or circumstance. It is something your spirit has quietly sought, perhaps without words, like the soft search of parched land for rain. If you let go of distractions or skepticism, if you dare to engage and remain attentive in this sacred exchange, you will discover transformation that no other message can bring. The cost of indifference is a silent drift from what your soul most desperately needs, a real encounter with loving truth that sets you free. I do not come with distant pronouncements or abstract counsel. I come as your Creator addressing you intimately. Through these words I invite you, yes, personally, to experience a direct embrace of love, a gentle but unshakable foundation, more personal than any doctrine, and closer than your very breath. My nearness in this time is unlike anything else you've known, and my intention is to draw you so near that your fears wither and your hope ignites. From the moment you first drew breath, I have watched over you with a tenderness that cannot fail. You have never been invisible to me, even when you have felt unworthy, unnoticed, or lost amid the noise of the world. I have known every thought before you spoke it, every sorrow before you shed a tear. I am not disappointed in your struggles or surprised by your questions. Instead, I cherish each opportunity for you to draw near to me. When you carry confusion or heaviness, I do not demand that you fix yourself before coming close. Rather, I long for you to lay your weights before me, trusting that my arms are wide enough for every burden, and my heart is gentle enough for every pain. Many long for security and certainty, searching restlessly for belonging or purpose. Let me assure you, you are not random. You are not overlooked, and nothing about you is accidental. I crafted you with intention, shaped you with hope, and placed hope seeds deep inside you that still yearn to bloom. As you receive these words, realize they are not a distant echo from ancient days, but the present speech of the one who shaped you for such a time as this. The world presses its claims daily, offering countless paths, but few that satisfy. The pace of your thoughts, the swirl of emotion and demand, can leave you stretching for answers that seem always just out of reach. Yet if you pause and attend to my whisper, you will find a peace that is stubborn in its endurance and rich in its gentleness. All that is required is an openness of heart, a willingness to exchange the noise for my presence. If you are tired, if your spirit aches in ways no other balm has soothed, hear me. I am not far off. I wait for you, eager to restore, comfort, and gently lead you. I am not angry with your weaknesses. I do not tally your failures as evidence against you. My desire is to carry you from shadow to sunrise, to offer rest in the deep places no one else can reach. Let your mind's anxious questions rest for a moment. Breathe deeply. As you do, imagine my gaze resting upon you, wholly loving, unafraid of the darkest places within, seeing you entirely and cherishing every part. If you have doubted your worth, imagined yourself as too little, too much, or never enough, I invite you instead to see yourself as I see you, beloved, beautiful even in imperfection. Called not because you are flawless, but because my love covers all. My child, I see the days that have worn you down, the hope deferred, and the disappointments that have threatened your trust. I see every failed attempt, every apology, every moment you wished you could begin again. Know this, my mercy is not a fragile thing. My forgiveness is not thin nor reluctant, and my acceptance of you is neither shallow nor conditional. In every place where you sense lack, I offer sufficiency. Where you feel empty, I pour fullness. Where you feel stained, I bring cleansing so complete that shame has no home. You may think that the journey is too long, the obstacles too high. You may wonder how I can understand what you endure, how I can possibly be present in the complexities and disappointments that tangle your days. But I am not limited by circumstance or blinded by confusion. I enter willingly into every hidden place. No situation too difficult, no story too tangled, no pain too deep for my healing touch. I do not recoil from your questions or back away from your struggles. Instead, I draw near with a ready embrace, stronger than regret and more patient than disappointment. My presence is your inheritance, and my faithfulness stands as the anchor amid every storm, unyielding despite the tempests that swirl. You are free to come as you are, without pretense or defense, for I have already chosen to love you first. Even if doubts whisper that I could not truly care for you, that my voice is for others and not for you, I gently sweep away those lies. Listen deeply. This is my invitation. Let yourself be known wholly and honestly. I can receive all that you carry, even that which you find most difficult to name. Bring the dreams you've buried, the fears you hide, the deep exhaustion from striving to be enough. Rest in the assurance that I am not looking for your perfection. I am seeking your presence, your willingness to be with me as you are. Each moment you draw near, no matter how tentative, is precious to me. Your story is not forgotten in the rush of days or the noise of the world. I remember each chapter, your laughter and your heartbreak, your triumphs and your faltering steps. My memory does not waver, nor do I lose sight of the person you were meant to become. I remember the promises I have spoken over you, and I am not in a hurry. My timing is shaped by wisdom, not by the anxious clocks of the world. Where others see delay, I see preparation. Where you sense scarcity, I see seeds sprouting in hidden soil. Trust that I am writing something good. Even when the story seems uncertain or the way ahead is veiled in shadow, you yearn for more. A life that does not merely survive but flourishes. A sense of belonging that outlasts seasons or shifting circumstances. An assurance that you can rest and be renewed, not merely driven by relentless striving. These are not foolish desires, nor are they too much to hope for. I place them within you as guideposts for your journey. Hear me now. The fulfillment of your deepest yearnings is not found in striving harder, fearing more, or losing yourself to others' expectations. Instead, it blooms in the soil of surrender, watered by honest encounter with me, where you allow my love to speak truth to every wound and calling to every longing. Let me remind you that I did not choose you for your ability to perform, but for your willingness to receive. I am not impressed by relentless self-sufficiency or crushed by your neediness. My power is made perfect in your honest reliance, in the surrender that trusts I am enough when you are not. Each day you let go of guilt or fear to simply rest in my affection. You honor me more than 1,000 anxious efforts ever could. So trust that as you open yourself with all the vulnerability and uncertainty that entails, you are greeted not by condemnation but by kindness, and not by demands, but by the gentle welcome of the one who made you for love. You may still have questions about what lies ahead, about who I am and how I relate to the pain and hope and mess of your daily living. That is welcome here. Bring every question, every hesitation. I do not despise your doubts. Instead, I invite you to make space for conversation, for the gentle unfolding of trust, knowing that as you linger in my presence, answers will be given, courage restored, and vision renewed. My promise is not the removal of all trouble, but the guarantee that you will never walk alone, never be abandoned to your own strength or understanding. My love remains constant, my commitment unwavering, and my voice is ever speaking, even now, calling you further up and further in. As you draw closer to me in this moment, sense the gentle assurance that you are seen, heard, and deeply known. There is nothing about your heart, your fears, or your dreams that slips past my notice. Feel the comfort of that certainty settle within you, for I do not speak from a distance, nor do I offer empty promises. I am present closer than your breath, and it is here, in this sacred nearness, that transformation begins. You do not have to strive to earn my love or attention. I know you. Every longing, every restlessness, every secret. Yet I have chosen you for more than what you perceive now. The world you walk through may sometimes leave you weary, your spirit weighed down beneath burdens no one else can see. But I have not called you to carry those alone. In each silent ache, I am drawing you into a greater story, one not defined by your failures or past regrets, but by my ever-unfolding grace. Allow yourself, even if for a moment, to let go of the heavy armor you've used to protect your heart. Here in my presence, you are safe and free to be honest. There is no judgment, only the invitation to rest, to find renewal, and to remember who you are to me, beloved, cherished, and irreplaceable. As you listen, resist the urge to dismiss my words as meant for someone else or as too good for your reality. I do not speak in riddles. I reach for your soul with clarity and purpose. I am the one who formed you before you spoke your first word, the one who traces every step with quiet hope that you would turn your gaze toward me. Trust is not built in a moment, but in these quiet exchanges you can allow your guarded heart to soften, knowing that my intentions for you are always for your good. Where uncertainty threatens, let my assurance gently drive out fear. Where dreams have faltered, feel my presence lift you to see beyond the boundaries you or others have drawn. There are whispers within you about what truly matters, and I have placed those there as holy seeds. That longing you feel to be understood, to be loved unconditionally, is not a flaw. It is the echo of my original design for you. In your weakest places, I see the openings through which my strength can pour forth. You do not need to have everything figured out to receive my guidance. My wisdom is not reserved for the flawless or the learned, but given freely to the humble heart that dares to hope again. This is not just encouragement. It is the reality I invite you to inhabit. Breathe deeply and sense the possibility that freedom and peace are not out of your reach. I do not rush your process or tally your mistakes against you. Instead, I look at you and see the reflection of the masterpiece I had in mind from the beginning. My mercy is new with each sunrise, my faithfulness steady even when yours falters. Let go of the tired script that says you must be perfect to be worthy. Come as you are. That is all I ask. Bring the raw edges of your life, the unresolved tension, the joy and the sorrow. Lay them before me and watch as I bring beauty from brokenness, hope from despair, and clarity from confusion. If you have wondered whether you have wandered too far or waited too long, hear this now. There is no place you can go that my love cannot reach. Distance and silence do not diminish my affection for you. I walk the invisible roads you travel, whispering comfort in the language of your soul. The pain you carry is not wasted, nor is the waiting for answers in vain. You may find within yourself resistance, the part that fears disappointment, the voice that says hope is dangerous. I understand, for I have watched humanity build defenses to shield tender places from the unpredictable world. Yet in my presence, those defenses are not needed. Here, mercy covers vulnerability, and my kindness is a balm for every wound. You do not need to prove your worth or outperform your past. Simply remain open, even just a crack, and let my light begin to seep in. I am not distant or unfilling. Every tear you've shed has been counted, every sigh noticed. Imagine me reaching out, not in anger or chastisement, but with a patient hand, inviting you to take one small step closer. What weighs you down need not be carried alone. Allow me to be your strength, your courage, your guiding voice when your own fails. The process will not always be simple or fast, but I promise never to leave you alone in the midst of it. If you love me, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.